All right, you are not going to believe the emotional roller coaster I just went on. So picture this, a romantic, candlelit dinner. Our girl Kiki Banjo is sitting across from her boyfriend of 18 months, Bakari, and she is absolutely convinced he's about to propose. But instead of getting butterflies, her stomach is doing backflips of pure, unadulterated dread. That's right, the man she's supposed to love is about to ask her to marry him, and all she can think is, this feels like a car crash. This is Kiki, and her life is a whole beautiful mess. She's the brilliant mind behind the hit podcast The Heartbeat, where she dissects love and music with this soulful, incredible voice. But lately, her own heart's rhythm is completely off. She's still haunted by a past love, a soul-shattering, world-ending kind of heartbreak that made her run straight into the arms of Bakari, a man who is safe, stable, and as emotionally thrilling as a spreadsheet. He's the lemon and herb chicken of boyfriends, reliable but zero spice. Kiki's been telling herself this is what she needs, this passionless, predictable love. But as Bakari gets down on one knee, just kidding, he doesn't, and instead offers her a job at his tech company to solve her career crisis, the illusion shatters. He doesn't see her. He sees a problem to fix, a variable to control. Their whole relationship is a business transaction, and as this horrifying realization dawns on her, her phone rings. It's her best friend, Amina, screaming with joy because she just got engaged to her longtime love, Kofi. For a split second, Kiki is flooded with relief and happiness for her friend. But then comes the gut punch. The best man? It's Malakai Korede, the ex, the one who didn't just break her heart. He took it with him when he left. And just like that, the past she's been running from is on a collision course with her present. A few weeks later, Kiki is at Amina and Kofi's engagement party, a stunning rooftop event she planned to perfection. Bakari, in a move that surprises absolutely no one, bails via text, leaving Kiki to face her ghost alone. When Malakai finally walks in, it's like the air gets sucked out of the room. He's not just handsome, he's a walking, talking masterpiece. More filled out, more confident, glowing with that LA sun. Their first conversation in 2.5 years is a masterclass in tension. It's all sharp wit and veiled insults, a verbal chess match where every move is loaded with years of unresolved pain and blistering chemistry. You can literally feel the history crackling between them. They agree to a truce for their friend's sake to be colleagues throughout the wedding festivities. But later that night after the party, a dead phone battery forces Kiki into the one place she shouldn't be, Malakai's hotel room. And let me tell you, the colleague act lasts about 5 minutes. The air is so thick with unspoken everything that it finally combusts. They agree to a one-time only, get it out of your system hookup. But this isn't just sex. It's a desperate, frantic, soul-bearing collision of two people who know each other's bodies better than their own. It's explosive and heartbreaking all at once, and the morning after is a disaster of awkwardness and miscommunication, ending with Kiki fleeing in tears. Just when Kiki's life can't get any more chaotic, she gets a mysterious invitation for a private audience with Tare Souza, a legendary, notoriously reclusive R&B singer Kiki idolizes. When she arrives, she discovers she's the only guest. Tare, a huge fan of The Heartbeat, performs a private concert for her before dropping the bombshell of a lifetime. She wants Kiki to be the creative producer for her entire comeback project. A visual album, a documentary, everything. It's the dream job Kiki didn't even know she could dream. She's about to scream yes when Tare introduces the director she's chosen to helm the project. And of course, it's Malakai. I mean, are you kidding me? So now, they're not just exes navigating a wedding, they're forced to work together on an intense, high-stakes creative project. Their first instinct is to tell the other to back out, but they both desperately need this opportunity. Malakai reveals his own career has been sabotaged by a mentor who stole his work, and this is his one shot to reclaim his voice. So they make another pact. They'll be professionals, and most importantly, they'll keep their 5-year relationship a secret from their new boss, who just so happens to be Malakai's former fling. The mess just gets messier. Working together is torture. Every planning session is a minefield of lingering feelings. One day during an interview, Tare talks about a hazy, month-long affair she had in LA with a fellow artist while they were both nursing broken hearts. From the details, Kiki and Malakai both realize, with dawning horror, she's talking about him. This confirms he moved on just months after their split, which feels like a fresh stab to the heart for Kiki. But the forced proximity starts to wear them down. At a lavish industry party, they fall back into their old rhythm, a seamless team with an easy, sparkling banter that feels like coming home. They end up ditching the party for a secret, spontaneous midnight swim in the mansion's private pool. In the water, under the stars, the walls finally come down. Malakai confesses that his relationship with Tare was just a way to numb the pain of losing Kiki and his father, who had died suddenly just before their breakup. Kiki, in turn, shares her own fears and insecurities. The raw vulnerability leads to another intensely passionate encounter, but Kiki pulls away, terrified. They fight again, dredging up the same old wounds, her lack of trust, his emotional unavailability. It feels like they're stuck in a toxic loop they can't escape. The whole crew then flies to Cape Town for Amina's bachelorette party, staying in a stunning villa courtesy of Tare. But in a twist of fate that is just peak Tare, she's also given the neighboring villa to Kofi and the groomsmen. So now there is literally nowhere to run. The trip starts with a massive fight between Kiki and Amina. Amina is furious to learn Kiki lied about her hookup with Malakai, while Kiki is hurt that Amina has been so self-absorbed with wedding planning that she hasn't been a supportive friend. It's a brutal, honest fight that leaves them both shaken. The next morning, Amina is gone. She's vanished, her phone is off, and everyone panics. Kofi is a wreck, convinced she's called off the wedding. But Kiki, remembering a conversation they had, has a hunch and leads them to a small bakery in town. They find Amina, safe, having an existential crisis. She confesses the wedding pressure has made her question everything, and the fight with Kiki was just the final straw. It's a tearful, beautiful reconciliation between the best friends. And in a moment of clarity, Kiki proposes a wild idea. Why not elope? Right here, right now. Have a small, intimate ceremony that's just for them, away from all the family drama. The next day, they pull off a wedding. It's breathtakingly beautiful, set in a vineyard at sunset with just their closest friends. As she watches Amina and Kofi say their vows, Kiki is overwhelmed with love and clarity. Later, at the reception, Malakai pulls her aside to dance. He finally tells her everything. He confesses he came to London months before he needed to for the sole purpose of winning her back. He tells her he's been in therapy, working through his grief and the mistakes he made. He says he never stopped loving her, that leaving her was the biggest regret of his life, and that he's ready to be all in. He wants to dive in. No more taking it slow. No more fear. Hearing this, all of Kiki's own walls crumble. She realizes she never stopped loving him either, and that their love, as messy and painful as it's been, is the realest thing she's ever known. She looks at him, her heart so full it feels like it could burst, and simply says, "When?" 2 years later, we see them at the first anniversary party for Sakara Sounds, the vibrant restaurant and music venue Kiki now runs with the help of a secret investment from Malakai. She's a Grammy-nominated producer, he's a Sundance-winning director, and they are deliriously happy. As their friends and family dance around them, Malakai gets down on one knee, and with the house band playing a wild cover of Thong Song, he asks her to marry him. And this time, there's not a single doubt in her mind. It just makes you wonder, doesn't it? Can a love that was once so broken ever truly be fixed? Or are some people just destined to find their way back to each other, no matter how much it hurts? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you're into deep dives like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more.